So, what is going on, good people of the world, friends and family? Hope everybody is doing fantastic out there. I wanted to do a video today on the employee retention tax credit. Now, if you own a business or had a business during COVID, you have most likely heard of this. You've probably got an email, you've probably got a letter, a phone call or two, or all the above saying you can get up to like $26,000 per employee if you kept them on staff during COVID. Now, first off, that is a legit credit. So a lot of you have spoken to me directly if you're my clients. A lot of you I reached out to. I even did some credit claims for you a couple years ago when it came out for those of you qualified. Others, we looked into and didn't think qualified, but it's still crazy rampant out there. My company still gets solicitations on a daily basis. They're called ERTC mills. So there are these companies that are, doing this advertising and marketing, and then they're signing people up. They're doing these claims, which is amending your previous payroll tax form. So if you didn't have a payroll tax form, you don't have the claim anyway. So employees get filed quarterly on your 941, and they go and amend that to get you the claim. They say you can get up to 26,000. So I don't know exactly the deal, but I imagine like these companies are getting the information from these people who reach out to them due to their marketing, and then they're going like, hey, you qualify for 50,000 or whatever it is. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Probably don't qualify for that much, but maybe. So then I'm assuming they make you pay a big fee up front. So you got to pay $5,000, $10,000, whatever they charge. I don't know. I've never got that far into this. Then they'll probably make you sign a lot of legal documents saying you can't hold them liable under any reasons. Like if you get audited for the IRS and you have to pay it all back from penalties and interest, that's on you. That's what I'm assuming. Again, I've never been through that process with these companies. I've almost thought about going undercover, but I didn't. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, so I wanted to touch on a few things about this because some of you still have questions. Some people still reach out. Still a lot of marketing. But so there is so much fraud and abuse of this. It's actually made the top of the IRS's 2023 Dirty Dozen tax frauds or tax schemes that of abuse. Each year they have 12 different things. It's like the email, phishing, stuff like that gets up there. Sometimes there's actually abusive tax shelters that, some people say are legitimate tax shelters where you can save a lot of money when they're not, where the IRS challenges and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this ERTC fraud is the number one thing on the IRS's Dirty Dozen for 2023. Number two, they actually recently, I think last week, they said they're not taking any more claims for 2023. They put a moratorium on it, so it's done for now. They will eventually, I assume, take more. So if you have a legitimate claim, you could still get it. But here's the problem. If you were on the fence or you did not have a legitimate claim, they have something like 600,000 unprocessed claims right now that they're working on. So if that's you, like if one of these companies reached out to you and you got with your payroll or with that company and filed some claims and it might not be on the up and up, you might want to do something about that. Check into that. Do you really qualify? Find someone that you trust and ask them, do you qualify? Because you need to know, because what the IRS is doing, they realize that it's not the taxpayers trying to be fraudulent all the time. It's these companies, these ERTC mills that are a lot of the problem. They are, baiting people into filing these fraudulent claims with the promise of all this extra money, which, if you have a legitimate claim, get it, do it. I have no problem with that, but don't get in trouble because they're saying, you qualify, talk to someone else, get another opinion. So if you have filed a claim, it hasn't, and you haven't got your money back and it's still in process, the IRS has somehow announced they're going to give you the ability to withdraw that claim. So then you won't get, so then there'll be no further repercussions if your claim was fraudulent from this tax mill. So number two, if you have received money and now you realize, hey, maybe it was fraudulent, they're going to offer some kind of settlement, so you'll be able to not get punished as bad as you likely will, because I doubt you'll ever, if you got a good attorney, I don't know, I imagine going after these ERTC mills, suing them for fraud is probably going to be virtually impossible. I don't know. I'm not an attorney, so I can't talk on that. But so you will have the opportunity to settle if you have received money and it was fraudulent. If you put in a claim and haven't got it yet, you'll have the ability to withdraw. Um, I think that's really, let's see. Yeah, and they also say they're probably going to scrutinize. So again, so even if you have one in process right now and it's legit, you pretty sure you qualify, you talk to someone you trust, it wasn't just one of these mills, they are going to get scrutinized more. Now that they put the moratorium on, they're going to take their time, they're going to look at these harder. So make sure you got your ducks in a row with your documentation. It's a great credit, if you can get it, do it. That's what it's there for. Unfortunately, these ERTC mills have made it just a big old mess that us as the taxpayers could, if you have a legit claim, you could have a harder time getting that because of all the abuse. And I just wanted to take this video to kind of clarify all that's going around there, because I still get emails almost every day, or at least one or two a week. And then from these companies, I'm still getting them regular. So anyways, that's all I got to say for today on the ERTC. That was a mouthful. I hope you guys are all going to have a great rest of your day. Reach out if you got any questions. I'm not an ERTC expert, but I did file some claims. I've researched this over and over. I paid for some programs from people that are a lot smarter than me, so I have a lot of resources. And that's it. Have a good one. Bye.